Maybe one day you gon' create some allure. Maybe one day you'll be great and go on tour. Like me, hey, okay, loser. We go way back, I won't say okay, boomer. Sweet, I brush my teeth, but still my tooth hurt. You cannot come to the cookout, get your hand up out the cooler. She was in my seat, I had to scoot her. She was at her knees, I had to boot her. She just let the team like we ain't knew her. She just let the team like, okay, loser, ay.
But seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Love going to throw right away. And his first pass is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here defensively. And I know that these linebackers and DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jones again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Aaron Jones, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play fake. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is it still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys beyond that circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Luke Musgrave, 72 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now McCarthy. That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is McCarthy. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Dancing to his left. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Jones trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And they'll run again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in the run. I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Love now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Throwing. Love. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 34-yard line. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs, 34 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. The left side completion to Jones. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Throwing again, McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab, and the Vikings are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The short throw to Musgrave. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, Love wants to shift things around. Counter play with Jacobs. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now they'll audible to something else. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Love. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. We don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
To throw now, here's Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action this time with Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Back to throw again. You swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw caught by Musgrave. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Love. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love from the gun. And this pass broken up. And some coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Sly able to put this one through. And that'll bring them back within 4. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw McCarthy. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's McCarthy. Man open, here's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it first and 10 at their own 44. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 34 yards there.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
McCarthy operating from the gun. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Aaron Jones saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 3. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Love. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. Catch is made by... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a two-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Musgrave's got it out right. Touchdown, Packers! Luke Musgrave, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Oh, some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Eluding the pressure right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Look at the big fella go. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
It's second and inches at the 32-yard line.
Now McCarthy. This one swung out here to Jones. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. And now they'll shift things around.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still going double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To the air with McCarthy. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. An inside give to Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. They'll send the tight end in motion. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he 26 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
27.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. On play action. Love to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Vikings are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it would appear that that first-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 56 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up.
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
They'll go play action. Here's McCarthy.
And this pass caught by Gray. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because Who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll begin on the ground with Jenkins. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Love now. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. Now Love. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 82 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, it's Jones. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's a give to Jones running left. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 3rd down and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Vikings will continue on in these playoffs as we say so long.